Hello, I wanted to do a live video just for funsies for Christmas, but apparently you need to have over 50 followers on TikTok to be able to do it on TikTok, which I'm annoyed at because I did have that, but someone stole my account, so I'm having to start again. So yeah, this is the video I'm doing. So I'll just be painting for a while. If anyone wants to chat, I'll be sat here, so just feel free to chat. I can see it, so no worries. Now to decide what to paint now. I didn't paint before I started. Oh, I can show this off. I got some new Pokemon cards. Yesterday I got a packet of Mega Evolutions. You know, the 3-pack where you get a single card. And these are the cards I got. Each pack gave me a good card. So I got Mega Camerox EX, Full Art Mega Manetric EX, and we've got Full Art Inteleon, which I hope there's a Cinderace version. I want that card otherwise. Full Art Cinderace. Because I went online eBay the other day and I was looking for Cinderace cards. I'm going to try and have a full collection of Scorbunny Cinderace stuff, and yeah, I got this card. I'm a bit scared to find out if it's fake or not, but I assume it's real, so I'm just gonna leave it in the packet. But yeah, I got the full art sort of gold edition. I want the regular one, but it went out of stock on the buyer I wanted. Sad, but what can you do? My cats might come swanning in, but they're asleep. The one at the beginning is Maggie, and Lucy's right here. You see if she's awake. Yep, she is. Say hi. Look, camera. Say hi. Being grumpy. Maggie's literally just in a box next to my bed. 1 second. There's Mags. Maggie. But yeah, I hadn't decided what to paint yet. I've painted these two a few times, so I'm not sure. What are you doing, Luce? So this one's Lucy. And like I said, the other one's Maggie. They're about 3 months old. And I only got them literally on the... When was it now? I forgot. God, I forgot. It was last week of the November I got them. So I've only had them for a little while, which is why I haven't been doing any videos proper. But I've been trying to get my internet sorted. Let me pick her up. Because this one has a knack for putting dirty paws and everything. I mean, I'll show you a sneaky peek of a TikTok that's coming on a channel. This is the Christmas painting. And if you look there, stockings were meant to be clear, but Maggie decided to step in it and smear blue paint over everything. Can I just paint that? So she stepped in it and spread it. So I decided to keep the pattern. Because of course this one leaves a signature. It's funny I haven't decided what I should paint yet. I've been practicing getting better each and every day though. Been playing Animal Crossing to death. I don't know about... I'll paint my channel mascot, so I know. I don't know about anybody else, but has anybody else played? Obviously, probably. The Legends EA. That's 8 o'clock, thank you. The DLC, it feels like it's a chore more than a game. God, how long it takes you just to get up to do anything, because you've got to do the scans for pretty much everything. And when it gets to the Kabu scans, the special ones, it's such a chore. I hated doing it. It literally put me off planning to play it. I was excited because I needed, or I really wanted, Shiny Cobalion, Terrakion, and what am I missing? Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, that was it. Hello. And I don't want to hunt in it because it's just such a workout just to do anything. It's such a shame because the game had such like good potential, but I just think it's not fun. And especially, I know I'm bad at games in general, but it took me like 3 or 5 attempts to do Rayquaza. That was not easy. And I know he's like DLC final boss, so it's meant to be difficult, but bloody hell. Thing is, a lot of my art equipment's gone missing because I've moved house fairly recently, so a lot of my stuff's missing. Because even these paints aren't the original paints I did have. I need to get new. But my iPad's gone missing, which is the major one. So, more heartbreaking enough, my Pokemon cards have, I'm drawing, the evolution line of Scorbunny, Cinderace, and Raboot. Sorry, I'm bad at drawing. The angle's pretty bad. I need to lift my camera up, if anything. So, let's see if I can adjust this stand. So I'm not as over it. There you go, that might be better. I haven't done a live video with me painting before. I don't know what I was waiting for. I guess the inspiration and the mood to do it, and I'm home alone relatively all day, so best time. And it'll probably be the only time before Christmas. I thought I was going to make a Christmas painting that matches. And if I like this a lot, I can, oh, thank you. I guess just practice. Sorry, I didn't look up at the chat for a while then. These are my favourite Pokemon as well. This line I've got like pretty much tried to get every single plushie they ever sold in the shop. I found a few that are Japanese exclusive and I'd like to get those. Majorly one I saw was a pottery Scorbunny, only little, about this big. It looked really good. I'm not going to mention spoilers for ZA, but it was such a good game. I love the twist at the end and such. What would be another good one? Not only that, but it's a special year for Pokemon next year, so hopefully they have some really good stuff. I'm excited. And I've misplaced my rubber. Again. Thankfully doing that will just get rid of the guidelines. Oh, I've played through Sword and Shield so many times I've lost count. I even tried to speedrun it. I couldn't record it obviously because I don't have a PC. But yeah, it took me around a day to finish it. Like a full 24 hours. I wanted to do a shiny run, but oh god, it was awful. I think that was the first game I actually tried proper shiny hunting in. Don't know why, it was just the one I had the most patience with, I guess. And I didn't know shinies existed till then. I don't go on the internet a lot. I am excited for Poketopia though. I've even pre-played for it. All paid. I'm not the best at painting yet because I'm still getting used to painting. But I like the fact that it's flawed, it adds to the character of it. That's my point. Alright, let's see. Sorry if my hands are in the way, I still haven't found a good spot for the camera. I know I'm probably going to get copyrighted for this music. I don't care, I love Zelda music. And it's not like I earn any money off these videos anyway. Do you mean ZA or Sword and Shield? I love both storylines. I have to say though, my favourite storyline in any Pokemon game has been Black and White. I remember playing through that and thinking it was insane. But I did really like, I think they did really well with Scarlet and Violet. People thingy on that game and it's like, ignore how the game plays, but listen to the music and listen to the atmosphere of it and the story of the characters. They did such a good job. I have to say that I have got pictures of these 3 literally in front of me, so I'm not just remembering everything by, and admittedly it's just one sketch, so obviously different proportions and sizing and positions, I haven't got that, but I don't need it. Paint these guys enough to know what they look like. He's meant to look like he's wearing a baggy Christmas jumper because it's like he's wearing his brother's jumper because he don't want to wear it, sort of thing. Someone's just farted in the room. I've got a dog and 2 kittens in here. They stink. But I'm not the best at drawing, but I'm doing my best. But I'm just having fun with it, that's the point. I really should save my TikTok name so I can try and get more followers, because I do want to live stream on there as well. Just for fun. But I forgot what my name is on it. I think it's Ringo Rango 28. I used to play a lot of games on my channel, but I just lost the will to do it. These couple of years have been rough. I'm going to do little bits at a time and then dry it and then do other bits because I don't want it to bleed. Whoops. I was looking for the tissue. I had to dry the paint off and I couldn't find it. I have to get a new one. Awesome. This is a good tip if you don't want it to bleed too much. Just have a piece of tissue. But I do recommend these paints. They were only cheap as well. I think the only Pokemon I'm really sad hasn't got a Mega yet is, of course, like the popular opinion of Flygon, which I still can't believe how the hell that didn't get a Mega still. And what was it? Ceruledge. He's my favourite and he didn't get a Mega. Then again, I wish they did something dumb and give, like, Watchog a Mega. He was my first shiny in, ZA. I found him when I had only been playing the game for like an hour. So I used him on my team through pretty much the entire games, including the DLCs. And then I managed to buy every single one of my team on as a plushie. So Pokemon must love me now. What colour should I do his antlers to give him a bit of contrast? I don't know, I'll do them in a minute, I guess. Sorry if I put my head in the camera as well. I don't know fully where I can lean, because I can't always see. So I need to get closer unless you want. Crap. Get the perfect colour by doing that, funny enough. Cinderace didn't stay on a lot. Yeah, I just love this line. I mainly picked it because my old channel name was Pokey Sophie, but someone used my name but ended up getting more followers, so I started getting messages of people saying, oh, you stole this person's name, they've had it longer, where if you'd have looked, she's had the name and account for about a year. I had it for over 9 years. So I was sick of looking up my name for stuff on like DeviantArt, TikTok, whatever, and then her face would pop up. So I ended up saying, right, and changed my name. So I needed something that was PS, so I decided Playful Scorbunny. Just because I couldn't think of anything, or think of anybody I wanted that would either spell begin with an S. But yeah, it sucks when I had to change my name because I've had that name for so long, and a lot of my accounts still use that name. I have tried to get rid of them nowadays. And on games, I'll just use, if it's a name on a character, I'll just call myself Scorbunny. Playful's not important. It's just because I signed all my old art pieces, PS. I didn't want to get rid of that. It's my signature, man. But I'm still really annoyed I got my TikTok stolen. I just got a random message at 6 in the morning saying my password's been changed, and then when I looked it said my account had been logged in at like 3 in the morning in America, and I'm like, I live in the UK, so it weren't me. And then there isn't even a way to report it, so I'm just stuck now. That person's got my account and they're just selling bed sheets, so I'm just like, yeah. So all my videos, everything I did, all gone. I had no backups of them. They're just gone. I was so upset when I noticed, because I weren't really particularly bothered. I just liked recording, like, one of the videos that I'm sad's gone is I had a video of my cat on there, and she's gone now. So, well, my first cat, these two are like second and third. My first cat, Sam, she was on there, and that video's gone now. I had some videos with my old partner when it was still happy times on there, gone now. So it's really like just depressing. That didn't work. Take it off quick. I like water paints though. I've been really enjoying water painting. Since I've lost my iPad, I didn't think I'd be able to paint no more. And then someone introduced me and said, why don't you just do water paints? And I was like, yeah, but they don't look as good. So then they showed me how to properly use them. I was like, oh, you know, these are just as good. Right, there you go. That's Cinderella's semi-done. I didn't know whether to do the shiny or not. I decided not. Thank you for all the people that did come by, though. That was nice. Just even having someone there for a second, even. I know I'm not the most entertaining, but literally, I'm just painting. I'm not doing any more than that. Because I more do these videos just to, like, look so I can look back at my content. I don't really care if people watch it or not. It's just nice to know if people do like it, though. I'm going over this again, but it's not that as dark as I wanted it to be. That looks good so far. Hello. I know he's supposed to have a tooth, I forgot them all. Not important. I am happy with myself. I'm getting better at doing these. I want to get this colour right and it's not looking right. I'm happy the cats are asleep though. If they're not, they usually run around the room like lunatics. I've knocked my Christmas tree over about 4 times. One of them decided to break my lamp because it bit the wire and sent itself flying. So that was entertaining. She's fine, by the way. Yeah, the story of how I got these two though was a friend of my mum's from work. Her mother has a garage and she has the cat, and the stray cat walked in and decided to have babies. So they kept the mum safe, and then a litter was given out among everyone. We took 2, and then there was about 3 or 4 left. I'm not sure. I know I only got to see 3 of the litter. There was a boy and then these 2 girls, but they had been talking to us about having them for months. So we were more aware than we knew we were getting them. I didn't personally know what they looked like, so it was a big surprise when I eventually did see them. But I had names pretty much picked out, because my mum named Maggie, because she likes Professor McGonagall, Maggie Smith sort of thing. So that's what she did, because we went to watch Downton Abbey on the day we found out about them, so it was like perfect. And we had found out she had died, so it was like, oh, so yeah. That's who Maggie's named after. And then Lucy, I love Lucifer from Has Been, the TV show, the live action one. just basically pretty much a load of variations of him. So I decided Lucy because obviously I can't name a girl Lucifer. She's bloody Lucifer. Jesus, the amount of stuff she gets up to. Lunatic bunny. I think grey would more look right than black for these. Reboot. Yeah, grey is perfect. They don't look perfect now, but even if they don't look perfect when it's finished, it doesn't matter. It's my painting at the end of the day. Yeah, I paid like £7 for this paint set on Amazon. And they were called them. And this set came with a bunch of brushes and the water paints. So I picked them up because I did have a cheap set I got given off this doctor. She gave me a bunch of water paints. So I was using those, but they started to go meh because I used them constantly. And they were only like 8 colours, so I wanted a better pack. So I found this one for pretty much... I wanted the same brand, but I couldn't find the same brand. But this one looked nice, and the fact you got paintbrushes with it, I was like, sold! Yeah, Rabbit looks really good. What colour bed should I do in satin? Oh, I'm thinking I'll paint Scorbunny's jumper. Can't remember anything else interesting I did. Oh, I watched the FNAF movie and Zootopia on the same day. That was an interesting afternoon. They were both really good movies. I'm really happy with how FNAF has grown. Because I've followed it since before it was like, they were talking about a new horror game was in development in FNAF. FNAF was going to be a new concept for a new horror genre that may start something brand new concepts, and it did. But even though majorly, I don't really like the games personally, but I love them. I love the fandom is in music. People have made so many good music. So many of them musicians are retired now. Sad days. And some of them I wish retired, because then they wouldn't have had the chance to blow their names into the water. And now I feel like I can't even sing them now, because it's like, you're singing a song that like an alleged pedophile wrote, and it's like, yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, the dog agrees. Mainly I'm talking about Mando Pony in the sense of that. If you know, you know, I guess. Not that I take what I read on the internet with a pinch of salt, but when so many people are coming out and saying it, and it just puts you off. The EA Games is another good one. Or Nate Wants to Battle. I think Nate retired. Yeah, Nate Wants to Battle retired. I thought so. But yeah, I enjoyed his music. Me and my brother love that music. So it's just kind of sad to think about it now. It's just a whole generation, and to think how old it is. And the fact it's got movies out now, I'm happy to see it. Whoops, leaned on that. That would have been a disaster. Put that there while I paint this. Hi Maggie, how are you? She's awake and watching me from a little bed. Well, the box of my drink order I got, and I was like, this is perfect size. And they were already trying to dive in it before I even took my order out, so I was like, okay, so I made it into a bed so they could sit near me, because they kept trying to sit on my bed, not bed, desk while I was trying to do stuff. So I made them a bed so they'd stop trying to break on it. Maggie seems to like this box the best though. To say how much I spent on a tower for them, and they don't even sit on it. They sit in a box and a bed that cost me a fiver, the most. But then again, that bed is on a radiator. If I've done that one the wrong way around, it doesn't matter. It's a thing. Just waiting for it to dry a sec. I'll have a drink. Christ, I forgot. I forgot what was in that. It's I've been trying a brand called Holy, not sponsored or anything, just saying. And they're Hydrate, which is non-caffeinated flavour, the lemon one. It tastes like if you've ever had them sweets refreshers. Yeah, it does that as a drink. So it's a bit slap in the face. Because I don't really like that. I don't really like them sweets personally, but they exist, and my mum likes them. But yeah, I showed her the drink last night, and she's like, God, it is. They're having I don't know if it's gone, but they're having a good promotion at the moment where you can buy the starter pack and you get this steel bottle, and you can have every single one of their flavors. So all the hydrates, all the normal caffeinated flavors, the iced tea and the milkshakes, and 70 quid, but you get like 75 flavors, so you're getting a lot. So it's worthwhile. I follow a streamer as well. He's called Daz Black, or Daz Games, I guess, whichever channel you pick. And he has a coupon, so if you use Daz5, I think it is, you get a $5 off your order. There is one I'd recommend watching. Off the Hook. He has a video where they're trying some food. I can't remember what it was. They're eating something. I can't remember. But at the beginning they do a promotion and he advertises if you use this code and you haven't ordered before, you can get like 20% off, and that's what I did. So it ended up being a lot cheaper than even the 5% thing was. Not only that, but you support him when you do it. And to say he's just raised a lot of money for charity, the man deserves it. Because there's only a few major streamers I watch nowadays. It's nice though. You just stay with them. At least you got someone. But I've lost a lot of people in the last 2 years. I'm about to say I lost my partner, I lost my dad virtually at the same time. But then again, my dad didn't choose to leave, so I don't blame my dad. So yeah, this year's just been very, very depressing. And so it's just been depressing for a while now. So I haven't had really the drive to record anything or do it because just don't want to do it. Like, I used to love playing Minecraft. Could play it all day for hours. Just can't anymore. Just seeing the empty world or the world I used to play with people on. It's just heartbreaking. Can't do it. I think one of the only major games that affected me like that was Minecraft. I can't play it now because it just hurts me to play it. But, I don't know. Life's weird. No, I won't do that colour. Do it this colour. It's the wrong brush. I always say to myself when I do these, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it weekly, I'm going to remember to do it. But then it's just so hard to get, at the moment, get any peace and quiet. Because if it's not the cats being idiots and running amok, it's my mom or the dog or my brother. So it's just really hard to get any time free. Like, today's a rare day where I'm feeling okay, so I can paint. Yeah, I think orange turned out really good. I may, once I've done these walls, I may move it over there to hairdryer it so I can, so I'm not, nothing will bleed. Things, with the tissues helping, seem to be drying pretty quick. So I might not need to. Something special about Zelda music, man. I believe it was like almost 10 years ago. Well, it might be 9 and then 10 next year. I went to watch Zelda perform live in concert. That was magical. Just sad I got a bit poorly by the end of the night, but what can you do? I've always wanted to go and watch it again, but they've not come back. I remember them tickets costing an absolute fortune as well. It's like, I'm sure it was like 190 quid per person. It was something really, really ridiculous. I had to beg my mum to go. At first she was like, no, it's there, and then quickly changed to June. Thankfully, so she actually didn't realise how much I wanted to go. And it helped, I kept showing her bits of music. So she was like, alright, if it's just going to be like gameplay on a screen and then orchestra, then yep. And since then I went to watch Avatar The Last Airbender in concert as well. And then we were supposed to go to that PlayStation one if you've saw it advertising in the summer, but we messed up and went to the wrong show. Didn't matter though, it ended up being better. They had a load of Baldur's Gate songs being played, and they did some of the Portal soundtrack, so that was really cool to hear Portal played live. Because Portal's special, because I named my dog Shell, so she's named after the main character, so to see Portal as well, everyone was very happy. Good accident, and it was a smaller community-based one, so it was nice. It was a charity gaming event, so it was nice. All I'm trying to do is basically paint the wall yellow. I don't want it white, because then they won't stand up, but I don't really want too much on the wall either. Someone's having a drink. Such a weird year this year, and I know I've had a weird year in general because I moved house, so that's going to make everything seem very weird. Yeah, but this is how long my paintings usually take me, and on TikTok they're like 2 to 3 minutes, which is long for a TikTok, but I can't get them. I have them at like 10 times speed. I can't make them any faster. But yeah, the Christmas one, once I've done here, I'll edit it. But I don't know whether to upload it today or wait till tomorrow, because at least if it's tomorrow, it's the 20th, which is 5 days before Christmas. Or to wait till Christmas Eve. I might wait, I don't know. Because if I wait, it'll be like Christmas Eve, I'll upload it. But I'm busy as well, so it's just like... But at least I don't have to record the footage, it's there on my phone. But the video's 40 minutes, so my phone's going to be a bit... Oh, hello. Hi, Luce. She's trying to get her sister's attention, and she's just decided to sit on her sister. Well done, smart. Hopefully they don't start fighting. Because they're babies and sisters, they love to play fight. I'll turn the camera over a minute. I'll turn the stand around. Hello, you two. This will make them look at the camera. Hello, you two. They love this thing. They seem disappointed. Sorry. Yeah, but they are good when they're not being pains. Hi, Mags. Yeah, I'm going back to painting. I know my job. Thank you, though. Right, I was just waiting a sec while the paint dried. You're so desperate to be on camera, aren't you, Mrs.? You see a pause reach into the shot. I wasn't done with my camera time. Right, I'm just gonna hairdryer over here. I'll be back in a sec. So you're not looking at nothing, you can watch the kitty cats while I hairdry it. Thankfully it takes like 2 seconds because it's water-based paint. YouTube been good? Yes. They are very cute when they're not being the word Satan incarnate. But that's cats. God, I do feel like I'm a new mum though. Someone was joking, you wanted twins? Well, technically I was preparing for one cat and I was preparing for Maggie. I wasn't preparing for Lucy. Because I knew I was getting one cat, but then when my mum saw the other one, she was like, I don't want to split them up. Because even when we went to pick Maggie up, we saw Lucy cuddled with her and we're like, fine, we'll take them both if you don't mind. Because it was like, oh, we didn't want to split them up. Well, we had the choice between them, but it was like, oh, never mind, you can have both. Someone's having a stretch. This is what they do, though. They love stealing my paintbrushes. You have the world's most quietest meow. My brushes. And here we go again. This is my day. This is what I have to do while I'm recording. You just see it quicker, but yeah, they do that all the time. They're always coming in and trying to steal my brushes. They love playing with my paintbrushes for some reason. They love to chew them, but I don't want them to chew them because they'll ruin the bristle. We're almost done. I'm gonna do the line artwork in a minute. Like, what Christmas jumper isn't complete without a Pikachu on it? Alright, let's get the tree. Use this colour. I haven't used it yet. Just gotta make sure I go around these. Blood anyway, damn it. Please don't, it's just the bins. Shell. This is why I wasn't really wanting to record, because this always bloody happens. And I don't know if there's a way to mute my recording. Yes, there is. So if she starts barking, I can go and sort her out. No. Don't. Bloody hell, I was lucky I paused a sec. Play your sister, that's why I got her. I even said buy 2 cats, because at least 2 cats, one will start a fight, 2 will be distracted. Because the logic was, I said get 2 just in case they didn't get along with the dog. So I said at least if there's 2, they'll play together and not try and antagonise the dog. Ended up that they don't want anything to do with the dog, but then she wants to play, but it's the size comparison of a horse trying to play with a toddler. So it's a bit, he's a bit too big and they're a bit too small. But these don't even weigh a bag of sugar. They might do now, I haven't weighed them in a minute. And I've been trying to plump them up, because they were a bit skinny when I got them. They still are on the skinny side, to be honest. Alright, I just need the hairdryer again, so enjoy cat cam. Alright, that's all dry now. So I can start outlining now. While I'm here, I might as well just show off all my stuff. These are the brand of pen I use. They're really good, but the problem is they smear when they get wet. But they're really nice. Fine liners. Still a tiny bit wet in that top corner, but it didn't make much difference. I did have another brand of this ball, and I believe they were called Ultra Fine, and they were a little bit better than this one, but they are like, it's a $5 for 1 pen, so it's a bit expensive. They used to be cheaper, but they've gone up in price. But these appeared, and I was buying a bunch of pencils, and I got them given to me on Black Friday, so I wasn't going to complain. It looks like they're looking in a window. There you go, it's a bit more done. You could see it a bit clearer as well now. God, I'll be able to have a sit down in a minute. As non-exhausting as this look is. The other game soundtrack that's special is definitely Animal Crossing. Might go back doing Dynamax adventures. I fancy doing something different. I've lost all my Switches though. Well, and I gave one away, so it's like. But I had like 4 copies of. I had 2 copies of Sword and 2 copies of Shield. They were going pretty cheap at a second-hand shop, so I was like, great. So I played for it 4 times just to get so I could obviously do the Dynamax adventures. Because it's easier to do it with yourself than it is with a bunch of online people. Not only that, but you get 4 chances instead of just 1. Nine o'clock. I have the Nintendo alarm clock, and it's set to the hourly chime. So yeah, it's really like literally next to me. So yeah, that's why it's loud. I'm not as good as drawing as I used to be though. I've got a bit more wobblier in my hands, so it's a bit meh. I didn't color any color like an idiot. I just noticed. That helps, and I use the pen upside down. It'd be better as well if I had this at like a slanted angle instead of flat. I want one of them drawing boards. I've seen them. I saw one in IKEA. I need it. Because I draw slanted, so drawing flat like this is not only painful, but it's not as good. My lines aren't as straight. Can I draw on it now? Is it still a bit too wet? No, it seems fine. It's good. Last little bit and I'm done. Not only that, but I've gave myself a cramp in my back because I've been sat funny this entire time. Because I'm sat on the floor because I don't have a chair. And the desk is one of those that, to be honest, go under the bed, so it's flat. It's very, what's the word? It's not very high to start with, so I have to bend just to use this table. Okay, it's done. Just sign it. I've got them legs. I can do a pattern on the floor. I'm gonna do a little pattern on the floor. Just because it looks a bit too plain. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? It looks more like a floor. Even though, like I said, that looks like it's a window. Don't think it needs out else. Get a bit of, like, little randomers on the jumpers. Obviously not make them look a bit fuzzy. Forgot the lines. Yeah, I think that's done. So just moving the camera away a bit so I can have a better look. I'll snip them lines off later. But yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. Thank you for watching, anybody who came by. And thank you for the comments as well. Just seeing that people will talk is nice. And just having people to compliment even just a little bit helps so much. And it's the first video showing off these two babies. Look, when they're not trying to steal my brushes, they're sweet. When they're not being demons. So hopefully I'll do another video soon. But like I said, keep an eye on TikTok. I definitely think it's Ringo Rango 28. But it's got a picture of my white fluffy dog next to my fursuit. So yeah, you should be able to find it. The picture was that anyway, I can't remember now. My memory's just gone kaput. I'll have a card next time with the link to it, I guess. Alright, see you everyone. Bye-bye.